So we have no accesses, and now we are working to make our region more attractive. Thank you. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
I'm from Mauritius. Madagascar, you see? Isolation island right here. I'm from Madagascar. My name is Bonir and Melana, very long one. Speaking, I work as project management specialist at Ericsson. I know that you have this in your country. I worked there for 12 years. I created my non-profit organization working for women empowerment, children education, and as well youth empowerment. So what can I say is that Madagascar is a very beautiful country, it's a very touristic place. We have the best beaches in the world. You are very welcome to come to our country.
Oh, sorry. Okay, can record. You can record. Record. Keep on recording.
The women are coming up. You guys
We are coming. We are coming. We are charging. We are charging. Oh, sorry. You are going to record.
I think they're eating all the food.
Makadi, Binjani, these are the two major languages spoken in our country. I come from the southern part of Zimbabwe, which you would know is Zimbabwe.
And I come from Harare. I can't tell whether it's north or, it's like northeast.
Well, it's somewhere up there.
You want to start?
Yeah, sure. My name is Doreen. I work in, I talk and write for a living, so you may need to stop me if you've had enough. I'm a marketing and communication specialist, and I work for government. I work in a space where we're trying to move Zimbabwe away more from aid and more towards trade. So constantly looking for partners, people to invest in the country in different areas, agriculture, mining, and etc. But the special interest that brought me to Yadi is because working in that space, I noticed that there weren't many people that looked like me. Looked like me in the sense that I didn't see many women, I didn't see many young people. And I noticed that even when they were there, they weren't sort of maximizing the opportunities. Hence the work that I started in capacity building, working with them on trainings to improve their marketing, their communications, that want to access such opportunities first, but once they get these opportunities to make the most of it. So yeah, that's Doreen in a nutshell. And I'll stop now before you stop.
Can't beat that. I don't know if you can hear me. My voice is a bit strange since the last week. It's not my normal talking voice. I'm a bit louder than this. My name is Tare, short for Tare Merezwa. I am in cultural management. I work for the Goethe Center, which is a smaller version of the Goethe Institute, the cultural body of the German government. We do a lot of work within the creative and cultural industries, where we support creatives into turning their passions into viable businesses. And we also teach languages. We teach English, German, Shona and Ndebele, which are vernacular languages, what we just spoke earlier. Yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's it.
Sorry, I thought you'd market your clothes.
Oh yes, okay. My side hustle is making clothes and with print and whatnot. So kimonos, dresses, all those things.
Instagram.
Yes, and we're on Instagram. Thank you.
Representing the gentlemen.
All right, gentlemen.
The gentlemen must come closer now because they're going to take off. In my country, when I say Ninjani, you say Nyapi. Ninjani, Nyapila. Yes! That is Siswati. So I come from the kingdom of Eswatini. You might know it as Swaziland. It's one of the last remaining monarchies in sub-Saharan Africa right now. I'm a social worker by profession. I've done a lot of work around social inclusion and gender equality, And my job basically is to establish male champions in my country to advance gender equality, to sort of advance issues of women's rights from a male perspective. But my core focus is mental health. I'm a mental health advocate. I come from a country that's currently rated in the top 5 countries with the highest suicide rates right now. The organization I founded is basically there to prevent the suicide significantly, and not just back home, but in all of Africa, because mental health is a conversation that we need to have more of it. Suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst young people between ages of 15 and 25. So it's my job to make sure that the young population, which is about 70% of where I come from, does not end their lives before they can see the change that they want to see tomorrow. That's all.
Okay, I'll go next. Okay. Before I introduce myself, I'm going to start with something. Maybe some of you will be able to guess. To the men, if I say Dumelang Borra, we say Emma. Dumelang Borra.
Emma.
You men. And then to the ladies, I say Dumelang Bomma. You respond the same way. Dumelang Bomma.
We got confused.
You're lost, but I thought you'd guess where I'm from by that. If anybody of you knows, you can try, but if not, I'll go ahead and show you. My name is Patimo Musmanekape. I'm from a country, it's a landlocked country, just above South Africa. It's called Botswana. It's a land of diamonds and beef. Yes. So in Botswana, before I talk about Botswana, I'm somebody who's very passionate about Africa's development and believes so much in its people. So I have taken it as a responsibility for me to really work in a space where I can capacitate people who have the ability to contribute to us, the continent. So what I do is I work on issues of employability and entrepreneurship development. Passionate about entrepreneurship development because I believe there's so much knowledge within our people that is going to waste. They have so much innovation that they're not really using and commercializing. So I work with people who have ideas that they can develop and monetize. And that is what I do. I work for a university, but I'm also part of an organization, it's a Pan-African organization across more than 10 countries in Africa. It's also here in the US, but in New York. And it's also in the UK. It's called Youth Alliance for Leadership and Development in Africa. And I am also part of a few national steering committees in my country, which really work around policies regarding employability, economic development, socio-economic development, and also entrepreneurship development. Meaning that I work closely with innovation hubs in the country, and I work with a university. So that's why I've been reaching out to university personnel, because I'm sure we can find ways to collaborate going forward, just to exchange knowledge and even have some of you come into my country to experience it and work with the most lovely people that I have as a team back home. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. Hi. Bonjour, je tout. It sounds French, but it's not French. It's Creole. Mauritian. So I come from Mauritius, which unfortunately is not on the map.
It's down there. No. It's down. Annelies, it's down there.
Further around here, you have a little tiny
So far south.
Yeah.
So I am the director of an NGO in Mauritius, which advocates for people in need of social housing, which is a big issue in our island. The demand of social housing every year is about 20,000 families in need, but the government, with their projects, they only produce about 1,000 houses. So there's a lot of people
like we call squatters. They squat places, so they don't have access to decent housing. They don't have access to water, electricity. So we accompany these families and we try to find solutions for these families by working with the private sector and the government hand in hand, trying to put projects like public and private projects to develop social housing more in the west area of the country, where